have to relax and try to be yourself, try to be like human.
You may truly believe that Superman exists in this world, but the woman who is called God by the whole world almost died in a hospital bed. She has used bodies like you and me before, subverting all human imagination of the limits of sports. Throughout his entire career, she has won so many world championships that you can't even hold your breath to count them. Among them, there are 7 extremely difficult actions. She permanently left her name on the rulebook. The reason is simple, except she's on Earth. No second person can do it. Not even one successful attempt has been made. The International Gymnastics Federation awarded her the brand. This is no longer just an honor. This is the ruler of places that the human body can reach. Exactly 20 years. The entire sports industry is telling the same myth. In people's minds, athletes are stratified. There are some great ones. There are many great ones. Some have also become legends. There is another layer above the legend. She is the only person standing on the floor. In these 20 years, she is the person with the most coaching research, the person most targeted by the camera. He is also the most respected person in the world. The coach will jump onto the horse frame by frame, carefully check her slow movements, and then take a look. Scientists specialize in writing papers. I want to figure out how her extraordinary sense of direction in the air is generated. In many countries, the girls posted the poster in the most prominent position in the bedroom, because in their hearts, this is the standard answer. Prove that as long as one person is willing to fight to the end. How far can the body push? But just when everyone thought she could do anything, she is lying in the hospital. Then he said a sentence that instantly quieted down the whole world. I almost died. This is not a stern statement made to attract attention. This is not a complaint from athletes either. This is a woman who has been respected on the altar for 20 years. The most genuine, the most painful confession. We always thought she was different from us. I thought she crossed the boundaries of mortals. Believe that fragility and pain can crush ordinary people. I will never touch her. If she makes you believe, there are indeed unbeatable people in this world. Now give a thumbs up. This is both a tribute to her. I also bid farewell to the shattered illusion of perfection. Because what will you hear next? Few people truly know. You were born on March 14, 1997 in Columbus, Ohio. Your mother became addicted to drugs when she was 3 years old and couldn't take care of her 4 children. You and your brothers and sisters were sent to a foster home until your grandfather Ron and grandmother Nellie picked you up from Texas and formally adopted you and your sister Adrian. This turning point occurred in the spring of Texas when you were 6 years old. Gymnastics was an unexpected discovery. A field trip at the daycare center took you to the local gym, and the coach immediately recognized your talent. That week, he wrote a letter to his family suggesting professional training, which became the most important paper in American sports history. I started competing at the age of 8 and received guidance and training from Coach Amy Borman at a club outside Houston at the age of 14. I won my first world all-around championship at the age of 16, and then won the championship for 4 consecutive years at the ages of 17, 18, and 19. The International Gymnastics Federation named you after the free flip, balance beam tie, and Yurchenko's 2.5-week recurve vault. At the 2016 Rio Olympics, I won 4 gold medals and 1 bronze medal. A parade was held in New York, with endorsement contracts and magazine covers flooding in like a tide. Everyone believes that this mythological story should have been told since the spring of 1997. On March 14th of that year, she was born in Columbus, Ohio, USA. But she didn't have candy when she was a child. There isn't much laughter either. When she was 3 years old, my mother is addicted to drugs and can't stand up anymore. There are 4 children at home. I cannot support any of them. She and her brothers and sisters were sent to foster families. During that period, there was no fixed home. No one told her where she was going tomorrow. The emotions that children learn earliest. Surprisingly, he was very scared. Later, it was her maternal grandfather Ron and grandmother Nellie. Driving from Texas, take the children away, and then officially adopted her and her sister Adrian. Her life took a turn in Springfield, Texas. She was 6 years old that year. She was introduced to gymnastics for the first time. This was purely an accident. That day, she followed the daycare center to a local gym to play. She casually moved between the instruments a few times, just blocked the coach's line of sight. That week, the coach sent a letter to her home. Ask her if she is willing to receive formal training. Now look back. That piece of paper may be the most important letter in the history of American sports. It rewrote her life. It also rewrote the entire gymnastics program. At the age of 8, she began participating in competitions. At the age of 14, under the guidance of coach Amy Bauman, she is already living a devilish life at a club in the suburbs of Houston. 6 days of training per week, 8 hours a day. At that time, the entire gymnastics industry realized this. A new star that no one can predict is charging upwards, and the speed is frighteningly fast. At the age of 16, she won her first all-around championship at the World Championships. So, it's already 17 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old, winning the highest honor trophy for 4 consecutive years. Every year, she raises the upper limit of this sport, the extremely difficult flipping movement in floor exercises. No one dares to connect on the balance beam. Yurchenko's suffocating straight backflip on horseback for 2 consecutive weeks. These actions require too much skill. The pressure on the body is too great. So much so that the International Gymnastics Federation could only say her name directly. Because besides her, no one dares to try in a formal competition. 2016 Rio Olympics. This doesn't look like a game anymore. More like her coronation ceremony. For gold medals, bronze medal, she stood on the field with the American team. Athletes from other countries seemed to be participating in another level of sports events. After returning home, a grand parade was held on the streets of New York. Countless endorsements, one magazine cover after another. She went from an athlete to a national idol. The whole world is saying the same thing. She's different from us. Her body is naturally unique. She is at a height that others cannot reach. Everyone believes, because the results and data presented before us are too convincing. It is these things that can break this myth. Those pains, those unbearable moments, they all cautiously hid in corners where the spotlight couldn't reach them. Those hidden things. Tokyo hidden until 2021. That perfect script that is regarded as a myth by countless people. Suddenly press the pause button. On the day of the women's team final, under the gaze of billions of people around the world, she made a decision that no one could react to. Withdraw from the competition of the day. The reason she gave was, I have a problem with my own psychological state, and it's not over yet. In the next few days, she withdrew from the individual all-around competition again. Night, floor exercise. There are also uneven fences. Finally, she only stood on the balance beam. Bronze medal. At that moment, the whole world erupted. Someone doesn't understand. Someone expressed respect and support. Some people have also started endless debates. But at that time, no one realized. Tokyo is not the starting point of her pain. Tokyo is a mountain pressing on her back. Finally, at that moment, it could no longer be concealed. In the eyes of outsiders, countless details pieced together to create the perfect Simon. This is a replay on TV. It has been slow countless times already. This is the motion trajectory calculated by scientists using instruments. She flew up from a balance beam that was only 4 inches wide. Complete seemingly impossible rotations and rolls in the air. Simon is real. Not all impressive data is fabricated. Can be in the same body. Behind those dazzling lights, there is another Simon. A Simon who has never been captured by a camera before. You should know. Competitive gymnastics is one of the most physically demanding sports in the world. I didn't hurt you in the fierce impact, but this is just a matter of years and months. Wear and tear is like water slowly piercing through a stone. In her training system, pain does not require rest. Pain only needs to be suppressed. unrepairable joint wear. You can only watch it getting worse day by day. Her nervous system undergoes thousands of impact tests every year. Ankle, knee. There is also a spine that repeatedly twists and bends. They silently endured unimaginable destruction for ordinary people. Started receiving professional training at the age of 8. Standing on the track in Tokyo at the age of 24. Her body has been running in this extreme state for a full 16 years. 16 years without weekends. Over the course of 16 years, it was heavily thrown onto the mat countless times. These bills, those sparkling medals and slow-motion shots will never let you see them. The whole world applauded the performance on stage. But no one has ever asked a question. The tickets for this performance. What exactly did she change? How much is it really worth? What happened in Tokyo? The media and experts have had multiple discussions on this matter. But when most people talk about this matter, my eyes are fixed on her withdrawing from the competition. Everyone is discussing how she bravely put mental health first. Discuss how she made a choice between competing and protecting herself. But few people actually go forward and ask, before she made this decision, what exactly did she go through? After making this decision, how's her life going? She later appeared in an interview. In their own documentary, I mentioned a very obscure thing in the gymnastics circle. This is called aerial sensory loss. This is not acrophobia. It's not the nervousness before the game either. This is a very scary nerve cut. When your body flips in mid-air, your brain suddenly doesn't know where you are. Suitable for athletes who complete vault flips at high speeds. This is no longer a question of whether a country is good or bad. This could be fatal at any time. On the competition field in Tokyo, she really feels like she's lost control, afraid of not being able to find oneself in the air. So she withdrew from the competition. And then the whole world started debating this decision incessantly. But these arguments overlook the most crucial point. This aerial feeling has disappeared. It didn't fall from the sky. Extremely exhausted body. Pressure pile reaches its limit. After the nerves are pushed to extremes, the final alarm is triggered simultaneously. This is a body that seeks help in the strongest way possible. There are also cries for help like this. She once relied on astonishing willpower, being forcibly ignored too many times, from Tokyo to Paris. In the eyes of the public, this is an inspiring story about healing and returning to the peak. She temporarily left the arena, which made her breathless. Initiate public discussion on psychological counseling. Discuss self-healing. I also started working hard to become an ordinary person, not just that world champion. April 2023. She played a new role in life. Married American football player Jonathan Owens. From the appearance, it seems, she seems to have finally found the long-lost piece. A body that has been worn out for so many years. Forgetting the injuries you have suffered is not easy. Health issues of premature overdraft. I won't cross it out just because she pressed the pause button. She will return to the top-tier arena in 2023 and 2024. Her performance still surprises everyone. In terms of technical difficulty, Tokyo is even more ruthless than before. In 2023, she won the individual all-around championship at the World Championships again. Summer 2024. She walked into the Paris Olympics with the eyes of the whole world. There, she won 4 medals in one breath, including women's groups, individual omnipotence, the highest honor of vault and floor exercise. The whole world is crazy about her again. This myth was briefly shattered in Tokyo. Returned to everyone with a stronger stance. Just nobody knows. It was almost completely shattered. There are only a few weeks left. Just a few weeks after the cheers in Paris dissipated. She was urgently taken to the hospital. I almost died. This is what she later told herself. That was a sudden and severe health crisis. She was pushed into the emergency room. In her own words, a few words, breaking everyone's understanding of her past. People are only now beginning to realize her glory in the past decade. What exactly have you changed? I almost died. She was 29 years old at the time, holding 37 World Series medals. Scientists studied her body as a specimen, seen by thousands of people. Within 23 years, she kept pushing her body to the limit that her physiological functions could withstand. The result is, she almost died on the hospital bed. This describes the pressure on her back without exaggeration. This is not describing her psychological breakdown in Tokyo. This is a record of her real physical experience. A body regarded as a miracle by the whole world. This has been praised for 20 years, considered to have surpassed the mortal body. Finally, he bowed to the laws of nature. This is the cruelest part of the whole thing. The perfect myth created by the world for her. Amidst the reality of her scarred body, cross a ditch that no one can cross. This world really needs an unbreakable Simon, because people want to see evidence. I want to confirm, as long as there is enough effort, sufficient talent. In addition, he has a strong will like steel. Humans can break free from the limitations of this body. She really handed over these pieces of evidence to the whole world. Year after year, one game after another, once soaring, then soaring again. But the bill that should have come will still come. No one can avoid it. In all the places where she has been reported, there is a photo circulating everywhere. You may have seen it somewhere before. In the photo, she is suspended high in the air. This angle is not very realistic. That height doesn't make much sense either. She flew too high, turning too fast. Her speed is so fast that even the most precise physical formula indicates that she cannot land safely. Each time, she stood steadily. That photo is not just a classic moment in sports history. It's more like a totem of faith. Make every ordinary person believe. In some corner of this world, someone has truly crossed the boundaries of mortals. But this statue, it took a whole 20 years to build it bit by bit. Use countless piles of metals. Using slow-motion replay to make people watch with their mouths wide open. Using rigorous scientific analysis one after another. Using one exquisite magazine cover after another. A whole generation of girls watched her grow up. They secretly swore in their hearts, as long as you think hard enough, practice hard enough, plus a little talent, you can be like her, becoming without weaknesses. Many times, even she herself is striving to play this role, because to some extent, this is indeed true. The entire gymnastics circle, commercial market, there are so many spectators in the audience. They kept rewarding her perfection with applause and money. But ultimately, this statue is just a shell. Shell won't get sick. I won't lie in a hospital bed and speak weakly. The hospital treating her. In fact, it reminds everyone in the most ruthless way possible. No matter how great a miracle you create, no matter how hard training you endure, as long as you are a human body, there must be a line that cannot be crossed. Unintentional. I don't have passion either. May forever violate the laws of nature. A woman lying on a hospital bed. Not the first person in the history of gymnastics. Not those 37 sparkling medals. It's not those behaviors named after her either. She's just an ordinary person. A 29-year-old girl. Lying alone in the hospital. This sentence is more powerful than any gold medal. In one sentence, she broke the myth that the whole world had made up for her for 20 years. I almost died. This is not her giving up. This doesn't mean she has become weak. This is the most truthful sentence she ever said to the public in her life. That's the same sentence. Finally, she transformed back into an ordinary person who had always been overlooked. Just to hear the truth. The whole world actually took 20 years. We also built a cold bed. If it were you, do you want to be the god that everyone admires? Still an ordinary person who can cry in pain. Listen, what do you want to say? Before today, do you know about these things? You can leave your opinions in the comments section. I want to know how you feel when you hear it. Thank you all for seeing this. If the story can also resonate with you, you can click to subscribe. You are also welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments section.